Hey man, we doing something different today. It's me and Chris Jackson. So, Rapunzel, she's still part of the pod. We already know.
Shout out my homegirl
She just
Rapunzel.
ain't here right now, so we finna go ahead and get it in. There's a lot to talk about, so we finna make it short. We gonna address the elephant in the room.
We got to. We got to. We going Shannon Sharp first?
We going yay.
Oh shit, yay.
I mean,
oh, shit,
if
yay.
that's if you still calling yay,
You know what?
because I mean it should be like yee.
It might, bro.
He might be yee now.
It might be the artist formerly known as Yee.
He might
As
be.
Ye.
He might be yee now. Yee. I'm gonna call him yee.
You know what? Let's do this because I don't think people know.
I think yay too manly. We gonna go yee.
Yo, that's diabolical, bro. That's diabolical out the gate. But this what I say about Ye, right? Because in order for us to really understand who Kanye is, we have to kind of travel back in time a little bit. This was before people was calling him crazy and shit, right? And he had that spat where, because I know you seen in the media where they was talking about, well, he was actually talking about how they put him on all this. His personal trainer drugged him, put him on all this psychotic medication, make him have an episode, put him in a insane asylum, and they fucking tried to destroy that man's life, bro. That's first.
I'm gonna let you say that, but I'm gonna say this. Go back and listen to some of the music.
Okay, which we
Just
going? We
some
going
of the music.
graduation?
We're talking graduation around that time. First 3 albums.
Okay, college dropout, all of that shit. Okay.
And Ye talked about how his ego, his big head is, his mama can't even control me.
Yeah.
He I don't think that this is nothing new. I think that because his mama was alive, when she was alive, I think that she was the glue. She was keeping him together.
Or it was the respect. I can't disrespect mom while she's still alive.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Because his mama was like from what we know, she was a godly woman.
Very much so.
So I feel like he just kept everything in the bag because he didn't want to do nothing that his mom wouldn't, to make his mom look bad or nothing that she proved. So I feel like he been like that. I feel like Ye been Ye. I don't think he changed. I think that he just don't have no rails anymore. Like his mom was like his guardrails. And I think that the rails are off. And after that, because you got to look right after his mom passed.
So let me ask you: you don't think the Illuminati had anything to do with her death at all?
I don't think so.
You think this was
think
just
that
botched procedure?
Yeah, I think it's botched procedure. I think that personally because like anytime you go under the knife or you go for any kind of procedure, you know what kind of risk you're getting into. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's a whole nother political topic that we'll talk about with our healthcare system.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people it's gonna be issues along the way because of our healthcare system, and I feel like it was botched. I feel like a lot of surgery and a lot of stuff that happens in the healthcare field is
celebrity or not, right?
Yeah, because stuff happened with my mom that I feel like my mom wasn't a celebrity, but it's stuff that happened with my mom.
Very much so.
When my mom passed, that I feel like they had something to do with it.
Well, I bring up his mom's death, in light of what you're saying as far as her being, him being able to kind of like fully, exalt in this type of behavior now. You know what I'm saying? Even when he goes on a rant and he says that, he should have had kids with Paris Hilton instead of Kim Kardashian, because at that time, Kim Kardashian was Paris Hilton's assistant.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So Ye was thinking like, well, if I had kids from Paris Hilton, you know how many hotels I'd have been built by now? Like he's thinking more so of like the status that he would have been at if he was fucking with Paris Hilton opposed to goddamn Kim Kardashian, which that lets me know where his mind is. You know what
He's
I'm saying?
saying that now though, but like let's go back when he got with Kim, he basically said he don't care if she won for his money.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care what. I know she might want me for my money. I don't care. Right?
And this was post fucking sex tape Ray J, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He said he don't care if she want his money. He basically, I don't care if she want my money. I don't care if that's what it's about. I just want her. That's pretty much what he was on, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like I said, let's go back to Donda. Let's go back to his mom, right? Mm-hmm. Being alive. How many outbursts or how many of these episodes did you see when his mom was alive?
Very rare and few.
And that's why I say that personally, I believe that he been the way he is. I feel like Jay-Z been cut him off for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
I think that because they still did the Watch the Throne album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with them doing Watch the Throne album, I think that's when, because they spent a lot of time together. Didn't the nigga Jay-Z rent out the whole fucking hotel of the 87th floor or some shit and shut down that shit and had Timberlake. So when they were doing that, he spent a lot of time with Kanye, seeing who he was,
seeing who he really was.
As you feel me, like it's hard to fake that shit. And COVID destroyed a lot of relationships too, because once you're in those closed quarters and you get a chance to see your significant other or anybody in that light like 24/7, be like, you know what? I really don't like when you do that shit. You feel me?
Facts.
Now, fast forward to Kanye and Jay-Z working together, and he's seeing this shit that he's doing. And I can promise you, Jay is like, yo, this nigga weird as fuck. Get this nigga the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he only saw him in a workspace probably before, because
facts.
Jay-Z had a lot going on. He a businessman. He a rapper and stuff. He had a lot of stuff going on. So I'm pretty sure they would see each other in the studio, but outside of the studio, they probably wouldn't really
fucking off.
And then because they had to get together and actually spend some time
so
together.
He didn't come to Ye's wedding. He didn't come to his fucking baby shower. None of that. She didn't even invite Ye to his fucking baby shower. Yo.
And let's talk about something. Let's talk about something real quick. Quick. Off topic a little bit. Do you remember when I told you they talked about Kanye being so rich and having more money than Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Did you see the outburst that Kanye had recently where he said, do y'all not see how much money Jay-Z make off of me to this day?
Yes.
So the reality is, just to talk about that for 1 second, Ye ain't as big as Ye think he is, because Ye is he's still under Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Forget Rockefeller, forget The Rock. He's still, somehow, I don't know what kind of paperwork, Jay-Z still got control of him. And I think that Jay-Z separated himself from him for good business reasons.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he's seen this shit coming a mile away.
But he loaning some checks coming in. And let Ye be Ye. And not only that, let Ye be Ye is making him a lot more money.
Yes.
A lot of people, all that clouting and all of that stunts and all the stuff he do is bringing him publicity. And everybody knows whether it's good or bad, publicity is publicity. And he built a fortune off of being that guy that he's becoming, that just say weird stuff and do weird stuff just for attention. So I think Jay oh, you know what?
And he drops an album afterwards.
Yeah. Jay let him crash out. You know? As long as some checks coming in, I'm good. And he know that if he try to control him, it would just make it worse.
Well, they have kind of a love-hate relationship. I say that because on the first initial rant, you remember Kanye was on the floating platform? I don't think so no more,
because he talked about Jay-Z kids. He went too far.
Oh, look, bro.
Too far.
Look, bro.
Too far.
I would think that when you remember he had the rant where he was on the floating platform and he was like, Jay-Z, don't send your people to come in.
Yeah.
You feel me? And, you sending all these goons out. Why you ain't invite me? Like, he's going on that Jay-Z rant. Now, when he did that, I thought Jay would at least be like, hey, nigga, you tripping. You feel me? He didn't do it. But this last rant, now, in retrospect, what he was saying, what Kanye was saying, I found some truth and validity to that to a certain extent, because one, we haven't seen his younger two children.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think there's a little bit more.
But that's a line that you don't cross.
It's okay. Nevertheless,
you don't like that. You never bring people kids and whatever you got going on.
I can't see that, because I can't say that because they're part of the circus. Everybody in Hollywood, even down, if you look at Kanye and his kids, North, all of them are part of the circus, bro.
Yeah.
All of them.
I hear what you're saying.
As much as we want to keep them off limits and keep them shielded away, but their parents put them in the line of fire for them to be ridiculed by the masses because they keep putting them on public platforms.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying once you cross that line, I think there's no coming back.
I don't think there's a line you can cross. I
think so.
I don't think so.
I think that somebody like Jay-Z, he can ignore a lot of things. I feel like, but when you talk about a kids, it's more personal. It's different. I feel like it's just a different level of respect that you bring people kids into stuff.
Is it a different level of respect because they had prior history?
It's a different level of respect because basically Jay-Z never spoke on Kanye.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
He spoke on his kids?
Bullshit.
Jay-Z said something?
Yes.
What he said?
Yes, he even down to him saying about
what did Jay-Z say about his
Jay-Z
kids?
said that Kanye isn't a stable parent to be able to be at the house.
That's different.
No, that's not different.
We're gonna let them decide.
That's not different, bro. You still speaking on another man's kids. Not only that,
that's indirect. That's indirectly.
No,
speaking.
he still has the power, and Jay-Z has major influence, bro. He can use that same influence to allow his children to see their father. But you remember he bought the house next door to Kim? They said he was crazy.
But it go back to what we saying. Jay-Z know more than what people know us on the surface.
For sure.
So for him to say that, he probably knows more than what we see.
But you can't say things like that.
But if he knows more than what we see, and he see that he not being a good father or being a stable parent, he knows more than what we see because he knows him better than we know him. We only know what we see in the media.
We haven't seen his parenting abilities. We've seen Kanye.
But Jay-Z has, though.
We don't know that.
But we do know that.
We don't know that. So,
So
we're making the assumption.
So we're going to say
for him to say that, then yes, I would say maybe he has been around or seen some things in a different light that we're not privy to.
So let me ask you a question.
I will give you that.
So is Jay-Z somebody who do you feel like we need to fact check, though? Because usually what Jay say, his word is usually his bond.
It depends on who we're talking about. It depends on who we're talking about. Cause if we talking Jay-Z, I'm gonna say Jazzo. I'm gonna say what's your boy from Marcy? Nah, not even Dame. What's this nigga name? No,
Bleak?
No. What's his name? Damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue, bro. It's a nigga that he used to run with in Marcy D-Haven. D-Haven. If you go back and look at his, he wrote a book and he also did like this documentary and shit talking about, him and Jay-Z running together. He actually put him on. Jay-Z actually stole from his man. His man was finna kill Jay-Z.
Yeah, but that's hearsay.
No, it's not hearsay.
He don't got no facts. No.
The facts is Jay-Z addressed it in the song. Jay-Z came back and addressed it in the song.
But Jay-Z addressed everything, and I'm gonna trust Jay-Z when he speak because Jay-Z, like up until like this point, usually when he say it usually adds up.
Well, yeah, I would say it does.
It's like it's easy for me to say, oh man, before Chris Jackson was this and that, he was not doing that. It's easy for me to say that.
Yeah, it is.
Just because we from the same hood don't mean that I'm speaking factual though.
You're right.
That's all.
Because some niggas put the extra on there
because you didn't put them on.
Pop.
Yeah,
you didn't pop. You know what I'm saying? So now you're salty and you're right.
So what we gonna do is now we got to talk about Kanye real quick.
Okay,
let's talk about the tweet, man. So the song, the cousin song, the tweet, the looking at the Playboy magazine, the giving his cousin the
I will say this.
So he was 14. What we got to say about that, man?
I would say this, right?
What you got to say?
I'm going to keep it a buck, bro, because when I was a jit dog, because I'm a horn dog, bro.
Hey, listen, y'all. I might have to leave this microphone if he say the wrong thing right now, so I don't know if y'all know me, but if you know, I know. Look, if this man say anything that's anything remotely related, I'm out of here.
Look, check it, because like I said, bro, it's like I'm a horn dog. Bro. Like, matter of fact, bro, I just put up a post about missing.
I don't even know if I want to know what this man finna say.
Like I just put up a post about missing Cornhub. You don't miss Cornhub?
I don't even know if I want to hear what you got to say tonight.
So. As Jits, they didn't have Cornhub when we was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As Jits, bro.
Okay.
We had a lot of those nasty magazines. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they were in every black household. We ain't even had the DVDs. We had the VHS. You know what I'm saying?
Old school. Tell them our age.
Now look, boom. Me and my brother, we in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
we see the wildest. No, this real shit, right? We stumbled upon gay porn. You feel me? Man, we stumbled upon gay porn. This some real shit, right? This some real shit. I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
Let's hear it.
Now, as Jits seeing gay porn for the first time, we like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's definitely like, oh shit, this ain't my tea. You feel me? So we immediately stopped watching that shit. Like that shit was almost like, oh damn, we stumbled upon the forbidden fruit. Now in Kanye's situation,
real quick, man, real quick. Who tape was it, bro? Because that tape would have got broke with the VCR that day.
It could have been anybody.
I would have broke the VCR and the tape for whoever had it in the house, even if it was my mama, daddy, cousin, uncle. I would have broke the tape and the VCR.
But look, the type of tape it was, bro.
Nah, the tape.
It was a bootleg tape, bro. I don't know if you know the nigga Ron Germany, right? He does the goddamn Blue Heaven. If you see this, go. I don't even know if they had it. This shit was like in the 80s, bro. It's called Blue Heaven. My nigga Ron Germany.
I don't need to see it, man.
Yo. Oh, so you not on a
man.
I need to go
going,
to the
man.
AVNs.
I'm gonna let you speak on that another day. We're gonna speak on that another day. I can't. I had enough of it.
No, I'm just saying as far as the level of curiosity.
And then what happened after that?
Okay, so boom. So we see the gay porn type shit. We turn it off. But the conversation is like, I'm telling my brother, I'm like, yo, that was some weird ass shit, bro. It's like, we ain't never seen no type shit like that in the black community. Now, fast forward to what Kanye did when he was watching it, and he's 6, 7 years old. Your mind is a sponge at that time.
Not mine, but go ahead.
Not mine either. I mean, we had sense enough to be like, oh, yo, this shit, wow. But
go ahead.
Coming from Kanye, raised in a kind of, a black household to where it's significant, it's profitable. We'll say that his mom wasn't broke. They wasn't living in the trenches and no shit like that. So his cousin could have been the influencer, because he said his cousin was older than him at the time. You know what I'm saying? So his cousin could have been the quote-unquote LGBTQ person, which was influencing Kanye to a sense to be like, hey, this is cool because I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with it. And Kanye has an addictive personality. So he feels like, oh, shit, this my cousin, so this not technically, G-A-Y. It's not technically G-A-Y. I'm looking at this as, no, nigga, that's gay. I feel like Riley in the Boondocks right now, because I'm like, and it's not like it's just one instance. This nigga said he been doing this since all the way till 14.
So let me fix that real quick. Let me address that real quick. So let's just say he did do it at 6, 7 years old. He was curious. He saw the magazine. It looked cool to him. He said, let's try it, right?
Right.
But once he got closer to that teenager age, he should have known that it wasn't cool. Like, if we giving him a pass for being young, if we giving him a pass.
I got to, though.
If we giving him a pass for being 6 years old, are we giving him a pass for being 14? Because you know better about 14.
Yeah, 14, you should be my son.
Okay.
Look.
That's what I'm getting at.
Because my son turning up right now.
Okay.
And he only 12.
Okay.
He turning up.
So the fact that your son is 12 and you got another son that's younger than that, your son that's younger than that know better than that.
Already.
So to me, no excuses, no passes. Kanye is gay. He been gay.
But look how we was raised.
No pass.
Look how we was raised, opposed to how Kanye was raised.
No John Stockton, no pass, bro. No John Stockton, no pass. I'm sorry, if you got molested by somebody else that was older than you,
that's different.
That's a little different. But for you to be around the same age and to be doing it, it's incest. And at some point, you should have known, as these years was going by, that this ain't right. Something is off.
And you don't think that was a stunt?
No, it's not a stunt.
A troll.
I don't think you would troll like that, because remember in one of his songs.
Talking about Kanye.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's rewind back. Remember he said, my cousin stole my laptop. I had to pay him $250,000 to get it back.
Yes. Is this the same cousin?
That's the question. Okay, then. Okay. And we gonna leave it at that, man. Y'all gotta read between the lines, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. That's what we doing, man.
Check out.